She was the picture of confidence, the radiant blonde America grew up watching on Chrisley Knows Best. But behind the glam, behind the flawless Instagram posts and TV smiles, Savannah Chrisley was unraveling. In a deeply emotional moment, she's now opening up like never before, revealing the silent struggle that changed everything. After gaining a staggering 40 pounds in just 3 months, Savannah says she didn't even recognize herself anymore. And so, in a moment of heartbreak and hope, she made a decision that would spark both controversy and conversation: plastic surgery. Now, she's telling the truth. The pain, the pressure, the transformation, and the moment she finally said, enough. Stick with us as we unpack the truth behind Savannah Chrisley's health crisis, emotional spiral, and the controversial plastic surgery that helped her find herself again. Welcome back to Your Channel Name, where we dive into the real stories behind the headlines. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a powerful celebrity story that goes beyond the spotlight. On a recent episode of her podcast Unlocked, 27-year-old Savannah Chrisley made a bombshell confession that stunned fans. She had undergone liposuction after gaining a sudden 40 pounds. Weight, she said, came on literally in 3 months. That wasn't a metaphor. It wasn't for dramatic effect. Savannah was being brutally honest. I was going through all kinds of S***T with my endometriosis, she said. And I had taken this medication. It happened fast. Fast is an understatement. The rapid weight gain blindsided her during what was already one of the most emotionally turbulent periods of her life. It was the holiday season, a time when most people are celebrating, but for Savannah, it was when her body began to betray her. She didn't recognize herself. She didn't feel like herself. And under the constant pressure of being a public figure, with cameras rolling and campaigns scheduled, she hit her breaking point. Behind Savannah's smile was a medical condition she's been battling for years: endometriosis. The chronic illness, which affects 1 in 10 women, causes debilitating pain, inflammation, and, yes, often dramatic fluctuations in weight. But Savannah wasn't just fighting endometriosis. She was fighting a world that judged her body at every turn. Even before her admission, fans had speculated about her changing appearance. Some accused her of getting cosmetic work done. Others criticized her weight gain. The internet, as always, had its opinions, but what no one saw was the emotional toll it all took. I felt like S***T, Savannah admitted during the podcast. Physically, mentally, emotionally, I wasn't me anymore. She described looking in the mirror and not recognizing the woman staring back. Her energy plummeted. Her self-esteem shattered. And the weight, both literal and metaphorical, was becoming too heavy to carry. Faced with the demands of her public image, and feeling cornered by a body that refused to cooperate, Savannah made the decision to undergo liposuction. But she didn't make that decision lightly. To me, it didn't fit the brand, she confessed. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like I could show up looking the way that I looked. She knew the judgment that might come. She feared the headlines. But in that moment, it felt like survival. This was a quick fix that I felt like I needed, she said. I had to do something to start feeling like myself again. She had also tried the traditional route, working out, eating right, but her body wouldn't respond. The endometriosis, combined with the medication, created a perfect storm that made any healthy progress impossible. So she turned to surgery, not out of vanity, but out of desperation. The transformation was dramatic. But what really changed wasn't just her waistline, it was her mindset. After, I felt like a whole different human being, Savannah said. She started feeling good again, for the first time in months. And that positivity sparked a desire to commit to a truly healthy lifestyle. Not out of fear. Not for cameras. But for herself. The results made me want to live a healthier life, she shared. To keep up what I had achieved. This wasn't about superficial beauty anymore. It was about healing, mentally, emotionally, and physically. But even as she glowed with renewed confidence, Savannah knew the backlash might still come. For weeks, Savannah debated whether to share the truth. After all, social media can be ruthless. Trolls are relentless. And when you're a celebrity, transparency can feel dangerous. I was initially afraid to talk about it because of the judgment, she said, but hiding wasn't helping anyone, including herself. I want to be honest about my journey, she told listeners. Because I know other women are struggling, too. And that's why this moment matters. Because Savannah's confession isn't just about liposuction. It's about removing the stigma that surrounds women's bodies, medical issues, and self-care choices, especially when they're forced into corners by both illness and public expectations. Savannah Chrisley isn't just any young woman. She grew up in front of millions. Her life was a reality show, her struggles magnified by fame. And as the daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, both now serving prison time for fraud, she's also been carrying the weight of a fractured family. When her parents were sentenced, Savannah was left to care for her younger siblings and keep the family unit afloat, all while trying to maintain her own career, manage her health, and protect her peace. That's the part most people don't see. The pressure, the grief, the sleepless nights, the responsibility of adulthood thrown at her before she was ready. So when she says she needed something, anything, to help her feel good again, it's not hard to understand why. This isn't the first time Savannah has spoken up about her body or her health. In 2020, she went public with her endometriosis diagnosis and described undergoing surgery to manage the pain. She also revealed her weight fluctuated drastically, sometimes gaining 30 pounds in a matter of months. She tried the South Beach diet. She hit the gym. She stayed positive. But she was also honest. It was hard, she said at the time. She's been clear that loving your body isn't always linear. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it requires help. And sometimes, yes, it involves plastic surgery. Now, Savannah is living in that truth. She's not hiding anymore. She's not apologizing. She's not editing her body for the comfort of others. Instead, she's using her platform to empower women to talk openly about what they're going through, whether it's a medical condition, weight struggles, or the decision to have cosmetic procedures. Her message is simple: you're allowed to do what you need to feel whole, whether that's therapy, surgery, medication, or just admitting that you're not okay. It's all valid. And no one should shame you for it. At its core, this story isn't about liposuction. It's about resilience. It's about a young woman who lost control of her body, who faced public scrutiny, who felt like she was drowning, and who took bold steps to reclaim herself. Savannah Chrisley didn't owe anyone this confession. But she gave it anyway. For the girls who are silently suffering. For the women who feel invisible. For the people who think they're alone, her story is a reminder that behind every polished Instagram post is a real human being, fighting battles we can't always see. Savannah's journey is still unfolding. But if there's one thing we've learned, it's this: healing doesn't always look like perfection. Sometimes it looks like surgery. Sometimes it looks like honesty. And sometimes it looks like sitting in front of a microphone and admitting you were scared. She's showing a new side of celebrity, one rooted in truth, vulnerability, and courage. Savannah isn't just surviving. She's rebuilding. And she's reminding others that it's okay to do the same, in whatever way they need. Savannah Chrisley is still healing. But she's no longer hiding, and in her vulnerability, she's finding strength, and giving others permission to do the same. If you found this story moving, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're always updated on powerful, real stories from the world of Hollywood and beyond. Thanks for watching, and remember, every body has a story. And every story deserves to be told.